Well, investing in your financial future, pretty important, right? Our next guest says that diversification is so extremely important, but how do you actually go about it? Eric Sapanek, founder of Scottsdale Bullion and Coin, is here along with Steve Rand, who is the manager there. And good to see you gentlemen on a Monday morning. Thanks for coming in.
Good to be back.
Good to be back and good to have you here. Lots of stuff happening over the weekend, Steve, and you guys are really working hard at staying on what's trending right now for your clients. A report just recently out based on the practices, we'll say, of Warren Buffett, and you are listening to that, sharing that information.
Well, I think you have to. You know, most people don't have the type of information that Warren Buffett does. So looking at somebody like him who's, you know, the most successful investor in the United States, is kind of important to kind of utilize that information. And his indicator that he uses, they call the Buffett indicator, suggests we're in for a major correction in the stock market. It's far overvalued, and therefore a lot of risk to most investors that most people, like in you're watching your show, have their money tied up in. They may want to start taking a look at that and understand that risk. Okay.
Good tip. And what does that mean, though, coming from precious metals and what you guys do? What does that matter to me in the stock market?
Well, basically what it means is there's a lot of risk, and if you have risk, there's a way to diversify that risk.
Okay.
And metals have always done well when we've seen, like say during the crash, the major correction that we had back in '08. You can really offset a lot of losses by putting money into precious metals like gold or silver.
So is it I don't want to say a fact, because in finance nothing's a fact,
right.
But is that a typical trend that when the stock market has a tendency to go up and up and up, precious metals will go down, vice versa? Is that really what happens?
Yeah, it's a good rule of thumb.
Okay.
Nothing's a guarantee, but you can look at it and understand that there's a certain amount of trend that people will follow. They're looking for safe havens. You know, they're seeing their 401k or their IRA or their individual stocks get decimated by the market. They have something that's going to go up in the other direction. It works kind of like a seesaw. When one goes down, the other one goes up. And typically that works. It's not 100%, but it's been working pretty good over the last 20 years.
Okay, so somebody comes in to see you guys, and they have maybe they have not diversified. They do have a lot of stocks. How do you help that individual then begin to diversify their portfolio?
Well, really, it starts with an individual consultation. I mean, we like to have people come into the office if possible. A lot of people, you know, we do business internationally, so
okay.
You know, we'll have people give us a call and talk to us just right over the phone, and we're happy to do that if that's what they want to do. But we really kind of try to dig down and see what it is that individual is trying to accomplish, where their risk lies, and then put the appropriate products into that portfolio.
And we were actually talking earlier, because you have a special offer for viewers and they
right.
call in, you're going to send them information. Based on the years of experience you have, you use that knowledge to help your clients come up with an individualized,
exactly.
I guess portfolio would be the right word.
Right. It's like buying a house. You don't just go in and say, I want to buy a house. You find a house that's going to have the right number of bedrooms and the right location and it's going to have the right square footage. When it comes to investing, it's no different. You have to find out what that particular person's interested in, if they're looking for long-term, short-term, they're looking for just market insurance or some type of privacy. We're going to help utilize that information, their time frame, and put that into a plan that's going to make sense for their overall asset portfolio.
Right. There's a lot of questions that need to be asked, and you have to sit down with them individually and find out what their specific needs are. Is that right?
Absolutely, and I don't think anyone would really want to do it any other way. At least I wouldn't.
Right.
I mean, if I'm putting a lot of money or, you know, even a small amount of money into something, I want to see the return, or I want to know that at least I'm in the right product.
Yeah.
So if we don't get to know what I'm doing in my financial you know, life, how in the world am I going to get the appropriate products put into it?
Right, exactly. Right, exactly. Good information, and we'll maybe follow some of the advice from Warren Buffett and see if it rubs off on any of us. How about that? All right, Scottsdale Bullion and Coin, they have a special offer. This is for the first 15 callers who call in. They'll ask you a series of questions. Once they determine your needs, they're going to send you a series of free reports. Here's where they're located, at 14500 Northside Boulevard, that's Suite 204. Here's that phone number to call, 480-459-5597. Learn more at sbcgold.com.